Eat, save, and be merry with low prices and same-day delivery from Amazon Fresh. Whether you're looking for sweet deals on holiday treats or your dream gingerbread house, outshine the tree with holiday deals delivered right to your doorstep. Prime members save even more with deals on thousands of grocery items and up to 50% off on weekly favorites. Celebrate the holiday season with savings and same-day delivery from Amazon Fresh.
Connect directly, bid confidently. At Purple Wave Auction, transparency is key. With no reserves and no hidden surprises, you're connected directly to sellers so you can inspect and bid on quality equipment with confidence. Whether you're looking for ag, construction, or fleet equipment, we're here to ensure a clear, hassle-free experience. Register today at purplewave.com and start bidding with peace of mind. Purple Wave Auction, the easiest and most straightforward way to buy and sell equipment.
Do you know the number one thing that surprises engaged couples? Take a guess. The sheer amount of decisions they have to make while planning a wedding. Indoors or outdoors? How many guests? Are kids invited? Controversial. Which cake flavor? Seriously, how do you even begin to figure out what's right for you? That's where Zola comes in. Zola has everything you need to make every wedding decision a piece of cake, from choosing your dream wedding venue and vendors to deciding how to best spend your budget. With tons of customizable wedding websites, save the dates, and invites, every detail will feel like you. Zola will even help you choose the gifts, experiences, and cash funds you really want. The next thing you know, you've planned your whole wedding all in one place. From getting engaged to getting married, Zola has everything you need to plan your wedding in one place. Start planning at Zola.com. That's Zola.com.
Places, please. The Daly Migs Show is on deck. Guitars plugged in. Drums ready to go. Chickens. Other animals. And action.
This is the Daly Migs Show on The Rock with Taryn Daly and Steve Migs.
While listening to the Daly Migs Show, please refrain from any unnecessary finger gesturing.
99.9 KISW.
Rockaholics, the phone number here at the Daly Migs Show is 206-803-ROCK. You can call in at any point during the show for any reason at all and weigh in. Right now, we're talking about Costco. It brings out a lot of passion in us.
I was just there yesterday.
Were you feeling passionate?
Yes, actually.
What were you getting at Costco?
Well, we went there mainly to get toilet paper because you get a crap ton, pun intended, I guess, of toilet paper. But we like getting the Kirkland brand. That's that's our one. You know, it's the price is good.
Signature.
The Kirkland signature, baby. So we get to that corner where they have all the toilet paper, and all they had were Charmins. And it was funny because at first I'm like staring, and I almost like, I don't know what to do right now. I don't see what we usually get. They usually have a crap ton of the Kirkland one. My wife's like, where's the Kirkland? I'm like, I have no idea. And then I started realizing there was like a handful of us looking like zombies, all probably trying to get the Kirkland brand, but it wasn't there.
Very brand loyal.
And you're just like, I guess I'll take the Charmin one.
Because you got to have toilet paper.
Well, we were down to our last roll. So yes, we absolutely did. So it was dumb, but like the whole time I'm like, I can't believe, why don't they have their own brand? It's Kirkland brand.
Well, there's a lady who's getting made fun of on TikTok because she was having a bit of a rant due to some Costco changes. And I noticed this, but I felt the opposite way about it. The paper towels are now not individually wrapped in plastic. When you open them up, they're all just in the giant thing.
Oh, we never get paper towels from them.
Really? I always get my paper towels from them. I get my Kleenex. But this lady was losing it. Here is her rant.
Kirkland towels. So disappointed. I was trying to put my groceries away, trying to store my stuff away, and then I find out they're not individually wrapped. You know how hard it is for me to store things when I am limited on space, and I appreciate that they're individually wrapped so I can make them fit and use them when I need them? Come on, Kirkland. I know everybody's trying to save money, but seriously?
How about save the planet and reduce waste? That's how I was feeling. I got excited when I opened up my paper towels. I was like, yeah, they're not using all that plastic.
That's the funny part.
Unnecessary.
Is apparently they didn't do this to cut cost. There was a petition from Costco users that were complaining about them having extra packaging because of, hey, we could reduce paper wrapper waste and things along those lines. So it wasn't even about cost for Costco. They were just trying to make every other Costco customer happy. I don't know why we're going on social media mad about these things. Like it is such a weird world that we live in. Like these are those moments where you're like, you know what? I'm so mad. I'm going to go on social media and people are going to rally behind me, and actually backfired. Everyone's making fun of her for it.
I'm making fun of her for it.
I do want to give a quick shout out to Josh. Justin. Justin at Costco. It was nice to meet him. It's always fun when you're just randomly going around and dude's just like, hey, I thought I'd run into you at some point, but here we are. Costco.
Nice.
I almost was going to, hey, we want to hit the samples together or not?
Do you guys have something that drives you crazy about Costco, or something that you really like about Costco?
I really like Costco, but I don't really, really like it like my husband likes it. Like he would rather go to Costco without me because
attaboy.
Because he's on the loose. He's like a child in a candy store. He can buy whatever he wants. But when I'm there, I'm like, we don't need that. We don't need that. Like last time he went to Costco, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but there is a liquor, it's a brandy, but it's in a bottle shaped like a dragon, and it's in like its own case. And my husband has never once asked or tasted brandy or said he liked brandy. And anyway, he sent me a picture. He's like, babe, can I please get this?
How much is it?
That's why I was going to
I think it's like $150. And I was like, what are you going to do with that? Are you actually going to drink it? And he was
stare at it.
He was like, it's a great conversation starter. Well, what? For all the people we don't have over, you just want it on display just in case?
I might visit you guys if you had this on display.
And then, but would you ever drink out of it?
Well, I'm not a brandy kind of guy.
Neither is he.
What is that?
Neither is he.
I haven't seen this thing that he's talking about.
I don't know anyone that's a brandy person.
Dude, I almost bought a laptop yesterday I don't even need.
That's what always happens when you go there. You have a list of like 3 to 10 things, and then you end up buying stuff that you didn't have on your list.
It was $300, and I was like, oh, I don't even. She's like, I don't even think it's good quality. I'm like, for $300, it's worth finding out. I do need a laptop.
That's the magic of
I mean,
Costco.
eventually we'll need one, and that seems like a pretty good price. Sarah showed me a picture of this brandy display. I think he needs to get this.
It is kind of cool.
Look at that dragon. And what's the red thing? It's got like a ball in its mouth. Looks like
I hope it's breathing fire.
I have no idea. And I'm like, if somebody wants it, are we ever going to open it?
No, but dude, if anyone walked into your home, if you're having a party and they see that, they are definitely going to want to talk about that. Look at that fancy yellow gold mat that it's on, like a little mattress. This thing is incredible.
When's his birthday?
Not till November.
Okay, so we have time.
You guys have time
we can
to save
crowdfund
up.
it. Yeah, we can crowdfund
I'm down to start a GoFundMe for him.
I hate you guys.
It's under $200, it looks.
Yeah, it is. He's literally going there today. I am not playing this audio because he'll be like, see, everyone agrees with me, babe.
You're lucky I don't have his cell phone, because I would be Danny, him and I, whenever you think about when to buy something, both of us are the guys that will be like, do it.
You're the worst influences.
No regrets. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Daly Migs Show.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
You hear that, America? The mountain is calling.
Mountain Dew.
Calling you on this cloudy Tuesday morning with a very important message.
Get off your ass.
So grab an ice cold Mountain Dew, some friends, and do something you'll enjoy even more than the lifestyle content you're keeping up with. The mountain is calling. Answer. Do the do.
Want a treatment for your moderate to severe ulcerative colitis you can use at home or on the go? Talk to your doctor about the Entyvio pen, an option after at least 2 IV starter doses. Entyvio helped many people achieve long-term relief and remission at week 52. Infusion and serious allergic reactions can happen during or after treatment. Entyvio may increase risk of infection, which can be serious. PML, a rare, potentially fatal brain infection, cannot be ruled out. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, sores, or are prone to infections. Liver problems can occur. Visit Entyvio.com today and learn more about the Entyvio pen. Individual results may vary.
Growing up, we know that you probably played some stupid games with your friends.
Lawn darts.
What were those games? 206-803-ROCK. We bring this up because there is a woman from Florida named Amber.
Okay.
And she got caught shoplifting from a Walmart. But she claims that the reason she was doing this shoplifting was because she was playing a game called 21, where you steal as much as you can from the store and then dump it into a random car.
Is this an actual thing? Like, if we looked up the game of 21, this is going to show up, or is she just making this up to get out of getting arrested?
This I don't know.
Okay, so you've never played 21, other
Never
than like
heard of
blackjack. I mean, I've never heard of such a thing.
I would like to know why it's called 21.
Maybe it's 21 objects you have to take?
Well,
I don't know. Or maybe she just made it up and that was the first thing she thought of was 21. I don't know. Why are we trying to get in the mind of an idiot?
She did end up getting arrested.
Okay.
Not for shoplifting, but for drug trafficking.
What?
Yeah. Here is Amber being talked to by the police.
We're doing an investigation right now. Apparently somebody walked out with a
car. Put it in a random car?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was me.
Okay. Would you come over by the car with us?
Whose car is it?
I don't know.
Me neither.
So where's all your stuff you took out of the store? And
I just put it in a random car that was open.
In a random car that was open?
Yeah.
For what?
Because y'all were coming and I just ran up to the car and put it. It's a game that we play. It's called 21. It's basically like you go and steal on the field and then you get out without getting caught. Well, I did it one other time than this time, but I got caught this time. So now I got to figure out where my purse is and where my merchandise is because now I got to give all the merchandise back to Walmart. Well, it's not really a game.
Yeah,
it is a game.
It's theft.
To you, that's theft. It's fun too. It's really fun. Oh, going to jail is fun.
It's really fun. It's not really a game. And I love that the cop is just like, yeah, it's called theft.
Yeah.
But she said it with such confidence. Granted, that might have been the meth talking. But she said it with such confidence that it sounds like as if like this is a game that she plays.
Like they should just let her go because it's just a game.
She's gonna give everything back.
Of course.
And I love how she's like, yeah, it's in a random car. I don't know whose car that is.
So when the
all
police,
this makes all the sense in the world.
Absolutely. And so when the police did find which car it was, there was more than $1,000 worth of stolen goods in the back seat.
Jeez.
But also in the back seat were the drugs, which was marijuana, meth, drug paraphernalia, and a locked safe with bars of silver, copper, and platinum.
Wait, they sell all that at Walmart too? Probably not.
I don't think so.
Okay.
But that was what she ended up getting arrested for, was all this
So
drug
that's for the drug trafficking. I bet she got dinged for shoplifting as well. I don't think they believed her that her game was 21. Like, you know what? We'll let that part go. But the meth and the drugs and the gold, that we can't let slide.
Did you have any invented game that you participated in as a child?
See, I don't know if they were like invented by us or it was just kind of passed around. I'm sure people have maybe played different versions of this, but we had when around 4th of July, which, I mean, it's not yet. I was suddenly looking at the counter, like it's not like today or anything like that. But we would take bottle rockets and aim them at each other, and you have a head start. You could start running, and then all of a sudden you'd shoot it at them. And more often than not, it didn't get you because bottle rockets just kind of went everywhere, you know.
So your aim is bad then, yeah?
Well, I mean, fortunately, my friend's aim was bad as well. Like, luckily, I mentioned jokingly, but we played lawn darts. But that wasn't like we made that up. But we would do it late at night and on the beach. And it still blows my mind that my mom and my buddy Chris's mom were just like, and we would tell them, like, we're going to the beach to go play lawn darts. All right, come back when you guys are done. And in my head, I'm like, maybe they were drunk and they were just like, oh, let's see how this happens, how this unfolds. But that was kind of crazy. That and did you ever play, like, I know, like, we've all played, like, tag.
Sure. Yeah.
But we play flashlight tag at night. Did you ever do that?
You hit him over the head with a flashlight and knock him out?
Yes. Oh, it was not nearly as clever.
Dressed in dark clothing, I would assume?
You were just kind of trying to hide, and then if you got you would get tagged by someone flashing a flashlight at you.
Okay.
It was crazy.
You guys sound wild.
Yeah, we were nuts. We were nuts. We were bonkers on the loose in the dark.
You want to know what we used to do?
Yes.
This was really crazy. You know, like the signs that you'd see after someone mopped a floor, like "Be careful, the floor is wet" signs?
Okay.
They're little like mini sandwich board kind of thing.
Yeah, the yellow ones.
My girlfriend and I used to steal those and then write each other notes on them and then hide it somewhere where the other one would find it.
Like, where would you hide it?
Like in her car with the drug paraphernalia. No, just kidding. But like in her car,
like
at
methods
her,
on the other side of the
somewhere,
sign.
that kind of stuff. So we would steal the wet floor caution signs.
Did you ever give them back?
No. I think I might still have one in my garage that I've been saving.
But what was like the game?
It was not really. It was just like, hey, look, I did it again.
Yeah, being stupid.
I found another stupid wet floor sign, and now it's yours.
But you said, what stupid games did you play? And this is the game you came up with?
This was the game we came up with.
There was no winning.
Well, the winning is finding the sign.
At least with mine, like, winning is when you don't get impaled by a lawn dart. Danny, did you have any stupid games that you and your friends would play that were actual games?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, ours was terrible, and I still feel bad about this one. But we used to have water balloons and the super soakers in the back of our car, and we drive around, especially before school, and we'd go to the middle school because we were in high school, so we were cool, right? So we'd go to the middle school and we tried to shoot kids with water super soakers as they were walking, and if you got a body shot, it was 5 points. If you got a leg shot, it was 2 points, so on and so forth. And it was just, to get them super soaked with water. There's nothing in there besides just water. And then, sometimes when we ran out of water.
So it could have been a lot worse.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But we just used the water balloons.
The Daly Migs Show.
What stupid games did you play or create as a kid? Give us a call now, 206-803-ROCK. Bob in Tacoma, you, like Steve Migs, used to do some stuff with bottle rockets.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and I thought of another one, too, that's even better. Can I say it or can I do both?
Yeah, give us both.
Okay, first one was in junior high. Before I was driving, we would go around and collect apples in the neighborhood, drill quarter-inch holes in them, put firecrackers in them, and we'd have apple shrapnel wars where we'd
Apple
bite them and throw them at each other.
I love that. I mean, don't do that at home, kids, but I love that.
And then the other one was piggybacking on Migs's, where we were driving, and back in the 70s, the cars had a little sill above the window, between the window and the hood. And so we would take bottle rockets and put them up there and then light them and then drive towards our buddy's car and joust with bottle rockets and cars.
Dude, we used to do that with, not with cars, but we'd have jousting with like either lightsabers or like cardboard tubes on bicycles, and you'd go and ride as fast as possible at each other to see who could knock the other person off the bike.
God, you're a wild child.
This is what happens when your parents don't get you cable.
AL on the I-5. What is this with the reefs? Roofs off people's houses. The roofs?
No, we would take the Christmas wreath.
Oh, wreaths! Got it.
Wreaths, yeah, and we would snatch them off one house, take them to the neighbor or across the street, and hang them on their door.
It's like wreath bombing.
That is funny because
when it was got done with that, weather got better. We would do the same thing with wind chimes.
You're just creating chaos and confusion all around your neighborhood.
I think that's funny. I like it.
It's harmless. It's kind of weird, but it's awesome.
Ryan in Seattle, what exactly would you do with zip ties?
Morning, y'all.
What's up?
So back in high school, all my friends and I played a game called Zip Ties, where everyone would carry, a full packet of zip ties in their backpack, and then you'd get a certain amount of points if you were able to zip tie somebody's belt or somebody's belt loop or somebody's backpack handle. You got extra points if you got a zip tie around somebody's glasses, and extra points if you were able to zip tie somebody's backpack to their chair or to their desk.
That's fun. I want to do that here.
Yeah, no, it's a great time and a huge feeling of accomplishment when you get it done.
Scott in Kirkland, you would play what you called assassination.
Yeah, I went to high school in the 80s.
Okay.
And I'm sure you could never get away with this now, but we would all draw names, and you would run around with a dart gun or a disc shooter, and if you tagged the other person with the dart, you would get their name, and eventually you would come down to just one person, and it'd be mano a mano.
That sounds trouble.
I love how creative some of these games are. Somebody just texted in at 206-803-ROCK and said, Migs, you grew up in New York. Did you ever play Suicide? Yes.
What's that?
I had to double check it to make sure I had the rules correct. It's the name is way more harm. It's not that, well, it does hurt a little bit, this game, but it was a game with a ball. And we would just throw balls against the wall like everyone, like stoop ball or wall ball. So the game, basically, you throw the ball against the wall, and if the ball bounces off the wall and hits the ground, a player is free to grab the ball and then rethrow it. If the ball is caught by another player before it hits the ground, then whoever threw that ball needs to run to the wall, and you have to hurry. And if you can get to the wall before the other person has the right to then throw that ball at you.
Ooh.
And if it hits you, then I think you line up against the wall, and then you get pegged by the ball. And the ball was like one of those. not like a Spalding ball, but it was like a harder version, almost like a lacrosse ball.
Ow.
A little less like thick as I don't know how to describe it. It was a small ball. But man, when you would get pegged, it hurt.
It was a dense ball.
And you'd have to line up against the wall, put your hands up against the wall, and it was like a firing line. And you can't see. So you're just standing there with your face up against the wall, wondering, when is this going to happen? And you just hear like the... Or you hear the ball hit it, or you feel it, which sucked. And the game was called Suicide. I don't remember all the rules fully, but I remember playing that every day. It was a blast.
Get like a welt on your leg.
You would come home with welts, but your parents knew why. Like, are you playing Suicide again? No one ever said stop playing it. They were just like, oh, you're playing Suicide again. Yeah, Mom.
206-803-ROCK. We're talking about the stupid games we played or created as kids. I do remember one that we used to do going up to Skagit Speedway, which is a little dirt race track where they do sprint car races. We would do basically like slug bug, but with safety sweatshirts. You know, people that wear like the safety sweatshirts that have like the...
Yep.
Oh, sure.
Like the reflective gear.
Yeah, so it was like a slug bug. But if you saw somebody with a safety sweatshirt, you gotta whack them in the shoulder.
Did you say anything?
And up there, I don't think we said anything. I think we just hit each other. I don't know if we had a word for it. But you can imagine how many safety sweatshirts are at a dirt racetrack in Skagit County.
You should have had like a fun term for it.
Maybe we did, and I just don't remember.
Like reflect this.
There.
I don't know.
The Daly Migs Show.
All right, guys, it's Jim Costa from Cash the Ticket, and if you're betting college football bowl games, and that can be a dicey endeavor, we're the podcast for you. We're releasing breakdowns for every matchup with new episodes dropping almost every day. Subscribe to Cash the Ticket on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Eat, save, and be merry with low prices and same-day delivery from Amazon Fresh. Whether you're looking for sweet deals on holiday treats or your dream gingerbread house, outshine the tree with holiday deals delivered right to your doorstep. Prime members save even more with deals on thousands of grocery items and up to 50% off on weekly favorites. Celebrate the holiday season with savings and same-day delivery from Amazon Fresh.
Connect directly, bid confidently. At Purple Wave Auction, transparency is key. With no reserves and no hidden surprises, you're connected directly to sellers so you can inspect and bid on quality equipment with confidence. Whether you're looking for ag, construction, or fleet equipment, we're here to ensure a clear, hassle-free experience. Register today at purplewave.com and start bidding with peace of mind. Purple Wave Auction, the easiest and most straightforward way to buy and sell equipment.
Do you know the number one thing that surprises engaged couples? Take a guess. The sheer amount of decisions they have to make while planning a wedding. Indoors or outdoors? How many guests? Are kids invited? Controversial. Which cake flavor? Seriously, how do you even begin to figure out what's right for you? That's where Zola comes in. Zola has everything you need to make every wedding decision a piece of cake. From choosing your dream wedding venue and vendors to deciding how to best spend your budget. With tons of customizable wedding websites, save the dates, and invites, every detail will feel like you. Zola will even help you choose the gifts, experiences, and cash funds you really want. The next thing you know, you've planned your whole wedding all in one place. From getting engaged to getting married, Zola has everything you need to plan your wedding in one place. Start planning at Zola.com. That's ZOLA.com.
The Daly Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Be Migs. Be Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa. Be Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to be Migs? I know Danny from Maple Valley is. Danny, are you there?
I am here and ready to win. Let's break the streak.
Yeah, I love that. I'm Sarah, your host, and it's time for you to get out of here, Steve.
Bye-bye.
For those playing at home, Danny has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you'll only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I am ready.
What fast food restaurant is known for their Crunch Wrap Supreme?
Taco Bell.
Yes. Baton Rouge is the capital of what U.S. state?
New Orleans.
No.
No, Louisiana.
Correct. What Just Like Jesse James singer was recently nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Pass.
The two MLB teams from Chicago are the Cubs and what?
White Sox.
Correct. What actor played the title character in the late 90s movie Patch Adams?
Robin Williams.
Yes. Follow the Leader and Issues are albums by what band?
Pass.
What do Indianapolis 500 winners traditionally drink at the winner's circle?
Champagne.
No.
Soda.
No.
Pass.
Spinner and spotted are both types of what animal?
Spinner and spotted dogs.
No. No.
Spotted owls.
No. PlayStation 5 came out in what year?
2018.
No. Danny?
1920.
It's 20. But I can't give it to you. You got 4.
I was still answering.
Correct.
It's just an extended answer.
It was, you know, hey, if it's close, I'll give you the extra point. Is that okay? Is that fair?
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like
verbal contract of binding in Washington.
I feel like Steve is gonna. I feel like you're gonna win. I feel like you're gonna win again.
All right, I love the faith.
Yes, it's rare I have it, but I have it today. Steve, are you ready?
Ah, yes.
What fast food restaurant is known for their Crunchwrap Supreme?
That would be Taco Bell.
Correct. Baton Rouge is the capital of what U.S. state?
Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Yes. What Just Like Jesse James singer was recently nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Mary J. Blige?
No.
Dave Matthews?
No.
Cher?
Yes. The two MLB teams from Chicago are the Cubs and what?
The White Sox.
Correct. What actor played the title character in the late 90s movie Patch Adams?
Robin Williams.
Yes. Follow the Leader and Issues are albums by what band?
Corn.
Yes. What do Indianapolis 500 winners traditionally drink in the winner's circle?
Isn't that some nasty ass milk?
It sure is.
Yeah.
Spinner and spotted are both types of what animal?
Owl?
No.
Dolphin.
Yes. PlayStation 5 came out in what year?
PlayStation 5 came out in 2017.
No.
2018.
No.
2019.
No. In the movie Finding Nemo, what type of fish is Nemo?
A blowfish.
No.
A spinner.
No.
I don't know, an orange one.
Because that's a dolphin.
I know.
Well, Steve, you got 8 correct, which is a win, 8-4.
Yes.
Wow. You killed it.
You did? I really thought you were going for a perfect 10
Me
there.
too.
Ooh, felt good.
I wish it was a perfect 10. PlayStation 5 came out in 2020.
2020.
So close. And Finding Nemo is a clownfish.
Clownfish.
For a clownfish, you're not that funny, Nemo.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Ooh, ha, ha.
Well, I didn't realize I'm part of like the Finding Nemo Society over here.
We just started watching it a whole bunch with Barrett lately, and it's a really cute movie. But there are some parts that really scare him, so we fast forward through those parts.
Just skip through it. Yep,
Yeah.
The Daily Migs Show.
What bit you? Or what was your craziest interaction with a wild animal? 206-803-ROCK. Bova in Federal Way. Yours involves bees.
Yes.
What happened?
Lots of bees. I was living in a town called Williston, Florida. Yeah, Florida. Just got home, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I hear my neighbor yelling, "Bova, Bova, I think there's been an accident." So I get in his vehicle, go up the road about a quarter mile. There's a truck carrying beehives, roughly 250 beehives, estimated 50 to 75,000 bees in each hive. And if you do the math, that's roughly 5 million to 7.5 million bees. I was in the middle of this trying to assist the gentleman, John Shane, who was stuck in the bee truck, got stung roughly 100 times. And, they did a story on it in Reader's Digest. And, they named the cop. They named the other cop. But me, no, I was just the local neighbor.
Oh, that's so. You got bit over 100 times or stung by a bee 100 times. You deserve to you deserve to have your name in the damn paper.
You would think so. I've done a lot of bad in the world, and they know about that. The one good thing I did was,
Yeah. Dude, that had to have sucked.
Oh
my God.
I've been stung by a lot of bees once because I was an idiot though. Like unlike him, he was trying to do the right thing. I was an idiot walking around a campsite with some friends, my uncle and my brother, and I kicked a rock and hit a beehive that was on the ground. I thought it was just funny. I didn't realize there were bees in that still.
Oh.
And they came out and they knew who did it.
Oh.
Probably because I was the one running like a little baby.
It's from that scene from like that movie My Girl.
Oh,
is it?
Don't even talk about that movie.
It's so sad when
Don't
he
even talk about that
kicks
movie.
it and then
Did he kick the hive?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I kicked a rock that then hit the hive. And I remember my uncle just being like, run. And I'm running and screaming, and I finally jump into some water, but I got stung maybe like 10 or 11 times. And I remember my parents called because, we were far away from anywhere where we could take me.
Of course.
And they're like, well, if he was allergic, he'd be dead.
Oh.
They're like, well, that's very comforting.
206-803-ROCK. What bit you or what was your craziest interaction with a wild animal? Daniel in Chehalis, yours involves what I like to call a trash panda.
Good morning, all.
What's up, Daniel?
I was up on Camino Island and had a couple of roommates going outside to smoke a cigarette. And our bull mastiff dog just runs past, just starts barking. And we, as soon as we got out there, we saw that she was chasing a raccoon. And within the blink of an eye, she was being chased by the raccoon and then starting to run circles around us. Now, I was the last person out the door, and I was trying to, if you will, play goalie, trying to keep the raccoon out of the house and hoping that the dog would run past me and go in. But I, at that point, tried to kick the raccoon as I was trying to time it. I just barely nicked the raccoon. As soon as I kicked it off the side of my foot, the raccoon had gotten her claws up and out and had nicked the inside of my leg and scratched me. And everything was fine. The dog, we were able to separate. The raccoon went off on her merry way. And I had went in the bathroom, checked my inner thigh, and I got scratched. And then I called the local health department to see if there was any rabies incidents
Right.
on the island there. And unfortunately, there weren't, but I went and got a Tdap shot just to be safe. So,
Hey, Daniel, I have a slightly personal question for you. How close was it to your junk?
well, it was within a good 3 inches. So,
Oh,
It was
man.
up there.
Yeah, that must have been terrifying. This raccoon's going for my boys.
Well, speaking of the boys, Peter in Seattle, where was the ant on your body?
This was on my private part.
So it's Peter with the ant on his Peter.
Exactly, yes.
And how did? Was it just in your pants, or were you in the nude?
Oh, he's clearly lying.
So I was about 7 years old, just got out of the shower. I go to my room, sit on my bed. It must have been like spring, summer, whenever, ants start to, get in the house or whatever it is. And I sit on my bed, and then all of a sudden I feel like a pinch down there. And I look down, and there's an ant right on the top. I assume you guys are familiar with the anatomy down there.
Yep.
Towards the base of it.
Yeah.
And obviously I freak out. It's burning. It hurts. So I go to smack it, and it doesn't. I miss it. I go to smack it again, and it ends up ripping horizontally. Nothing crazy, but, a good, it was bleeding, and a good, maybe half inch across the top. There's still a little
sounds awful.
It was terrifying.
I can only imagine. That sounds. I never think an ant could do that kind of damage.
No.
And how do you explain it to your significant other? It's like, likely story, who are you with? I swear nobody, but it just burns down there.
it was an ant.
It was an ant, I promise. Ant who?
The Daily Migs Show.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
You hear that, America? The mountain is calling. Calling you on this cloudy Tuesday morning. with a very important message.
Get off your ass.
So grab an ice cold Mountain Dew, some friends, and do something you'll enjoy even more than the pop culture convos you're consuming. The mountain is calling. Answer. Do the do.
Want a treatment for your moderate to severe ulcerative colitis you can use at home or on the go? Talk to your doctor about the Entyvio pen, an option after at least 2 IV starter doses. Entyvio helped many people achieve long-term relief and remission at week 52. Infusion and serious allergic reactions can happen during or after treatment. Entyvio may increase risk of infection, which can be serious. PML, a rare, potentially fatal brain infection, cannot be ruled out. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, sores, or are prone to infections. Liver problems can occur. Visit Entyvio.com today and learn more about the Entyvio pen. Individual results may vary.
What odd thing were you into as a kid? Or what odd thing is your kid into? 206-803-ROCK.
Some of the text messages that are coming in, one person says, it's the weird thing, the adults on YouTube that play with Paw Patrol toys. My kid loves those videos. I can't stand them. I would like to start a Facebook group of parents that cannot stand those videos because that's all we watch in our house.
There's one, not Paw
Within
Patrol.
reason. I'm saying, like, we watch about 30 minutes a day, maybe, of those. And it's still 30 minutes too much.
But there's also a series of YouTube videos of these brooder toys, and they're very expensive, I know, because I've bought at least 3 for Barrett. But they have these YouTube videos of grown-ups playing with them. And you can tell it's like adults' hands. I'm like, where can we have the kids playing with the toys? I don't know.
Well, maybe it's easier to direct an adult to do these videos than like have a kid try. And like, I jokingly thought about like, oh, we should do a fun YouTube video with like Tatum, and maybe we'll get like a bunch of subscribers. I wouldn't really do that because that requires effort. But also because I just instantly thought about trying to direct Tatum to do something like that would just be a headache in itself. It would take hours, and it wouldn't be worth the frustration. So why not just get an adult to do it?
I guess that's a very solid point.
Somebody said collecting rocks. As a kid, I like to collect any kind of rocks, any and all rocks. My dad, he humored me, and he put a little basket in our shed, and there was a ton of rocks in there, and they were there for years. I finally asked my dad when I grew up, why did he let me do that? And he said, it kept you occupied.
We sometimes do that down at the beach. I'll be like, hey, go find a green rock.
I do kind of assess situations like, will this hurt her? Does this put her in any harm's way? No. Yeah, go ahead and do that. If it means that you're going to be able to do something for like a half hour where I don't have to worry about you, go ahead, knock yourself out, collect some rocks.
The one thing that Barrett was really into that was kind of weird for a while was the Wendy Williams show. Do you remember? Because I would watch the morning news, and then immediately after the news, when it ended at 10, Wendy would come on, and he would freak out.
What was it about Wendy Williams?
No idea.
There's some weird kid logic.
Yeah, he couldn't even really make full words yet, but he could make sounds. So he would go dee dee.
For
that
Wendy?
was him saying Wendy dee. I'm like, okay, and we would really only watch the intro and her like little opening monologue. But he was obsessed.
Do you ever think of videoing it and like sending it to them?
I think I think I do have a video of it.
I mean, I would imagine. I don't even know if the show's still going on. I know she's had some problems.
She had to cancel, or I think they have a new host now for the show. It's like I think it's Sherry Shepherd or something.
Is it still called the Wendy Williams Show with Sherry Shepherd?
But
because
she
that'd be
was
hilarious.
She was filling in that like kind of placeholding for a while, and then it became very clear that Wendy was not going to get back to it, and Barrett has been devastated ever since. I think he's over it.
I was going to say, does he even remember now?
No, he does not remember.
Did Lily do anything weird?
I mean, she's just a weird kid in general, but no, nothing. I mean, nothing outside of the. When I was a kid, though, I was like weirdly obsessed with ghosts and cemeteries, and like I used to write. I think my first story that I ever wrote was in 4th grade, so about 8-9 years old, and I wrote a 10-page haunted story about how everyone was haunted in the school, and I used to make up stories about how like the school was built over like a burial ground and scare kids with it. I was so obsessed with ghosts.
Are you talking about the guy that is obsessed with Halloween now in the present day?
I can't give him a hard time because my only story I could think of as a kid, I was weirdly obsessed with professional wrestling, and that never stopped.
Yeah, it just keeps going.
I mean, I was very obsessed. I was like drawing my own characters and like art, like a little sketchbook. I had a ton of different characters I would draw. I'd make my own championship belts out of like tinfoil or like the those like cookie sheets, like the disposable ones, like the aluminum looking things, like the silver ones.
Yeah.
I was doing that until I started cutting like my hand with them because they were sharp.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing a very good job of dulling them down, so then parents put the kibosh on that.
To both of you, never grow up.
Yeah. What
Never
about
grow
you?
up.
What was the weird thing that you did when you were growing up, besides listening to Rush?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think I was also, kind of just a weird kid in general. My parents always gave me full control over what I wanted to do with my hair, and I would get perms, and they were awful. Like, I looked like a poodle. And I'm like, why were my parents not being like, hey, let's try a different look?
How old were you when this was going on?
Oh, probably like 3rd grade, 4th grade. But just puffy, huge, unkempt chaos.
Was there a certain celebrity that you were trying to look like?
I mean, perms were cool in the 90s.
Were they?
I mean, me and Billy Ray Cyrus, we had them.
He also had a mullet.
Yes, I was a weird mullet girl.
Can you get a perm this year?
Oh my
Just
god!
bring it back.
Do they even? Can you even go? Do people still get perms?
Oh, of course they do. I feel like, especially like they're like popular with teenage boys now. Have you seen that? Like how they do the curly hair on top and then like the shave. A lot of them are doing it perm style. I think.
You serious?
Like Napoleon Dynamite?
Yeah, I believe so.
I did not know that.
Now I feel like a trendsetter.
See, yeah, just bring it back.
But there's one text that says, my oldest son is autistic, so he has hyperfixations. One of those hyperfixations is the intro to 20th Century Fox. Not just the intro, but the people doing the bloopers of the intro as well. So he'd gather things around the house. He sets up his own 20th Century Fox, pretending that he's doing like the music and the talking and all that kind of stuff. And this has been sticking around for so many years to the point where he actually had the dad 3D printed him a gigantic 20th Century box and got him a spotlight for his head. That way he could reenact his favorite openings.
Okay, I love that.
That rocks.
That totally rocks.
And the dad's awesome for creating something like that for him.
The Daily Migs Show.
We would love it if you would give us a follow on social media, Rockaholics. Our handle is @DailyMigs. And when you go there, you will see that Migs shared a photo of Tatum kicking it with a mannequin. And I
Yes.
want to know why.
I put it on my social media pages as well, and a lot of people were like, why does your kid look so unhappy around all these mannequins, and why are you taking pictures of it? To settle the debate, she's not unhappy. She's doing her best mannequin impression. Thank you, Danny. I didn't think I needed to explain that to some people. Some people are like, why does Tatum look so upset? Are you forcing her to take these pictures with mannequins? I'm like, of course not. That's the last thing I want to do at a mall is run around taking pictures with mannequins. But Tatum, for some reason, is obsessed with mannequins. Mannequins that have heads.
Not the headless ones.
Not the
That would
headless
be
ones,
weird.
not the torso-less ones as well. She's like, no, Daddy, they don't have heads. I can't take pictures with them. But for some reason, she likes to stand next to the mannequins and pose like as if she's a mannequin as well. And it started the last time we went to the mall a few weeks ago, and it continued on Saturday. And I spent the entire time while my wife was shopping for like stuff for vacation and for a wedding. We spent like a good 30 to maybe 40 minutes of us just taking pictures with every single mannequin at Nord. And I thought it was the funniest thing ever. In fact, like people were there at the Nordstrom bar were watching, and they were just dying because she's like posing under the dress. She's posing next to them. She's holding a mannequin's hand. It was going great until then there was a moment with one of the employees.
Oh no!
Had nothing to do with the mannequins, and the person was right. And I honestly realized I was like, I gotta get it together. I can't forget that we're both not children. Someone has to be the adult in this situation. But Tatum put on a hat, and mind you, it's at Nordstrom in like the kind of expensive dress section. So she's running around with the hat, and the lady's like, "Sir, that hat's very expensive." And I was like, oh, I didn't even think about that. I'm like, I'm really sorry. So I took the hat off. Luckily, she didn't do any damage to the hat, but like, it could have went down that road. You just never know with a child. They find very creative ways to destruct things.
Absolutely.
I look at the price tag, and the thing was $350.
For a hat?
This hat. It didn't even have a top to the hat. It was like a visor.
What? Was it cool? Was it a cool visor? Is there such thing as a cool visor?
No, maybe it did have a top. I don't know. It was like a straw-looking hat. I don't know if you like. I wasn't too impressed with the hat. I took a picture of the hat because I was like, "What in the world? Like, why is this even a big deal?" Maybe I deleted it, so I deleted the evidence. I think I did actually. I deleted it. I don't know why. Like, if someone's going to be pulled aside by security, being like, "Your daughter touched the hat. You now owe us $350."
I think that we should get Tatum to actually pretend to be a mannequin and then scare people.
Oh.
Yeah, because they won't be able to tell.
Well, she's really good at it.
Yeah, but she still looks like a human.
Yeah, but she might, put a hat down a little lower or something, like a bucket hat or something like that,
But the whole time I was just like, this is one of the strangest things that a child could be into, is that she's obsessed with mannequins.
You didn't have a mannequin obsession when you were a child? Is this coming from your side of the family or Sid's side of the family?
It's definitely from Sid's side of the family. I think mannequins are weird, personally.
Yeah, they're kind of creepy.
I think I saw a horror movie one time about like how the mannequins come to life and take over the world.
Remember the one from the 80s, though? The one where the woman came to life, a mannequin came to life, and the guy started dating her? That was a strange The 80s were very weird with some of the plots to their movies.
And we're certain that Tatum's not watching these movies yet.
And also, what is up with the mannequins that have nipples? I don't know. Have you seen those?
Very realistic looking.
Like, I don't know how detailed they are because they have tops on, and I think I'd be escorted out of them all if I lifted the top to see what was actually going on underneath the shirt. But I'm like, do we need to know how a top will look if your turkeys are done? Is that important for a purchase? I don't know, ladies.
Yes, you got to know if you can go braless or not with it.
Well, clearly these mannequins are showing that you can't, unless you like to show off how cold it is outside.
Some people do.
Oh my God. Well, based on the fact that Tatum is a mannequin connoisseur, what odd thing were you into as a kid, or what odd thing is your kid into?
The Daly Migs Show.
Dry eyes still feel gritty, rough, or tired? With MyBo, eyes can feel. MyBo, perfluorohexyloctane ophthalmic solution, is used to treat the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease. It's the only prescription dry eye drop that forms a protective layer for the #1 cause of dry eye, too much tear evaporation. So eyes can find relief that's... Remove contact lenses before using MyBo. Wait at least 30 minutes before putting them back in. Eye redness and blurred vision may occur. For more info, talk to your eye doctor. Call 1-844-MyBo-YEAH or visit mybo.com.
You know those moments you never want to end? Maybe they don't have to. Smartwool was born to make the world feel good. So your best days outside last longer. Smartwool. Go far. Feel good.
Hey guys, it's Jim Costa from Cash the Ticket. If you're planning on betting college football bowl games, good luck. No, seriously, it's never been harder. And you don't want to be hurting your bankroll. You want to make sure you're doing your homework. Listen to Cash the Ticket. Mike Valeni and I will be breaking down every single bowl game, dropping new episodes nearly every day throughout college football's postseason. Spicing things up with a 12-team playoff. Can't wait to see some of those teams from the South come up north for the snow. Be sure to subscribe to Cash the Ticket on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Eat, save, and be merry with low prices and same-day delivery from Amazon Fresh. Whether you're looking for sweet deals on holiday treats or your dream gingerbread house, outshine the tree with holiday deals delivered right to your doorstep. Prime members save even more with deals on thousands of grocery items and up to 50% off on weekly favorites. Celebrate the holiday season with savings and same-day delivery from Amazon Fresh.
Connect directly, bid confidently. At Purple Wave Auction, transparency is key. With no reserves and no hidden surprises, you're connected directly to sellers so you can inspect and bid on quality equipment with confidence. Whether you're looking for ag, construction, or fleet equipment, we're here to ensure a clear, hassle-free experience. Register today at purplewave.com and start bidding with peace of mind. Purple Wave Auction, the easiest and most straightforward way to buy and sell equipment.
Do you know the #1 thing that surprises engaged couples? Take a guess. The sheer amount of decisions they have to make while planning a wedding. Indoors or outdoors? How many guests? Are kids invited? Controversial. Which cake flavor? Seriously, how do you even begin to figure out what's right for you? That's where Zola comes in. Zola has everything you need to make every wedding decision a piece of cake. From choosing your dream wedding venue and vendors to deciding how to best spend your budget. With tons of customizable wedding websites, save the dates, and invites, every detail will feel like you. Zola will even help you choose the gifts, experiences, and cash funds you really want. The next thing you know, you've planned your whole wedding all in one place. From getting engaged to getting married, Zola has everything you need to plan your wedding in one place. Start planning at Zola.com. That's ZOLA.com.
The Daly Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Be Migs.
Be Migs, don't be a loser.
Nicole from West Seattle is. Nicole, are you there?
Yes, I am.
I'm Sarah, your host, and it's time for you to get out of here, Steve. For those playing at home, Nicole has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yep.
What TV shows often abbreviated to AGT?
America's Got Talent.
Yes. Russell Wilson will be playing for what NFL team this upcoming season?
The Broncos?
No.
Oh, God. The Steelers.
Yes. Taylor Swift brought Travis Kelce on stage for the first time at an Eras Tour show in what European city?
Pass.
Which state in the U.S. has the most counties?
It has the most counties. Texas.
Yes. What rock band had the hit songs Everything Zen and Come Down?
Bush.
Correct. Abruptly ending communication with someone without explanation is often called what?
Ghosting.
Yes. How many movies have Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg done together?
3?
Yes. What crunchy corn puff snack has used the slogan dangerously cheesy?
Cheetos.
Correct. In what decade was the Space Needle designated a historical landmark by the city's Landmark Preservation Board?
Repeat. I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
In what decade was the Space Needle designated a historic landmark by the city's Landmark Preservation Board?
The 70s.
No. Nicole, you got 7 correct, though.
That was a win earlier today.
Woo! I'll take it. Do you think it's going to be a win now?
I believe it. I believe in her.
I believe it, too.
I've got that girl power vibe going right now.
Do you?
Let's go.
Yeah.
You should distract him. Oh, hey, Steve.
By doing what?
I don't know.
Oh, my mind immediately went down. She said girl power. You said distracting. My mind went to
Where?
To me, the obvious.
Then we're going to flash him.
Woo!
Oh, is that the obvious?
That's what. Is it not?
So, what I was thinking.
Oh.
I was like, you guys better not tickle
I don't
me. That's
know.
what I was thinking.
Girl.
Sarah, 1,
I'm sorry.
2, 3. No, just kidding.
Oh, no, all right.
As
Steve, are you
I'm
ready?
staring at a news story about Hooters. You guys are talking about this.
Perfect way to distract you. Am I wrong?
The hoots will always distract.
Ain't that the truth?
Who's gonna hoot?
Good thing you have your blindfold on. Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
What TV shows often abbreviated to AGT?
America's Got Talent.
You know it. Russell Wilson will be playing for what NFL team this upcoming season?
Let's weld. The Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yes. Taylor Swift brought Travis Kelce on stage for the first time at an Eras Tour show in what European city?
Is that London?
It was.
All right.
Which state in the U.S. has the most counties?
Washington.
No.
Oh. Oregon?
No.
California.
No.
Yeah.
What rock band had the hit songs Everything Zen and Come Down?
Bush.
Yes. Abruptly ending communication with someone without explanation is often called what?
Ghosting.
Yes.
Oh.
How many movies have Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg done together?
I know of 2, so I'm going to guess 2.
No.
3?
Yes. What crunchy corn puff snack has used the slogan dangerously cheesy?
Corn Puffs?
No.
Cheez-Its?
No. Oh, I love Cheez-Its.
Bugles.
No. In what decade was the Space Needle designated a historic landmark by the city's
2000s.
Landmark Preservation Board? No.
90s?
Yes.
Damn it.
Too late.
I could have got another guess if you weren't stuttering so much.
No,
right
you
there.
couldn't have.
I know.
And that was the decision maker because you got 6 correct, which is a loss 7-6.
Wow.
Go Nicole. Go
Nicole.
Is that 2 losses today for you?
We don't talk about that.
I don't even know when the last time was that happened.
Oh,
Has it happened?
Oh, it definitely has happened at some point. I don't know when.
Well,
Not often, though.
You did eventually get the 90s, and you're gonna kick yourself for this. Nicole got it right. What crunchy corn puff snack has used the slogan dangerously cheesy? I had to ask my husband if it was a chip, but it's a corn puff snack.
Corn puff snack.
You're overthinking this.
Doritos?
No.
Oh.
Close.
The mascot is a cheetah.
Chester.
Cheetah. Cheez-Its.
No.
God. Cheezums?
Cheetos.
Cheetos.
Oh my God.
Wow. They're dangerously cheesy.
Cheetums, a brand new.
Cheetums. And And does Cheez-Its even have a mascot? Because they should, now that I think about it.
That's a good call.
Isn't it the cheese wheel thing?
Oh, you're right.
That's not a mascot, though.
I think it is.
Didn't they bring it to life?
Yeah, they
okay.
talk.
If it came to life, it's a mascot.
It talks.
I don't know if that's the actual rule, but I'm making it now.
The Daily Migs Show.
There is a man named Corey. He is from Michigan, and he had to go to a virtual court hearing regarding his suspended license. And in the Zoom call, he was driving. He was behind the wheel for his virtual court hearing regarding his suspended license. Needless to say, the judge ended up revoking his bond, and we have audio of the moment where Corey appeared at the virtual court hearing.
Mr. Harris, are you driving?
Actually, I'm pulling into my doctor's office, actually. I'm parking right now.
This is a driving while license suspended?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And he was just driving, and he didn't have a license.
Oh.
That is with the charges, Your Honor, yes.
He's suspended, and he's just driving.
That is correct, Your Honor.
I don't even know why he would do that. So defendant's bond is revoked in this matter. Defendant is to turn himself into the Washington County Jail by 6 p.m. today. Failure to turn himself in will result in a bench warrant with no bond.
That's my favorite part about this whole thing is, first of all, my first favorite part is the reaction of the judge. He just looks dumbfounded by this. Like, well, you have got to be kidding me. You are here to talk about a suspended license, and you're currently driving during a Zoom call. And then the look of surprise of the guy who got in trouble, like as if he didn't realize what he was doing was completely and beyond stupid.
Exasperated.
Yeah, the judge's shocked face and then the guy's shocked face are both on the same level of just awesomeness.
It's that play stupid games, win stupid prizes thing, you know?
Well, Dan, you were telling me that like you watch some random reality shows.
Court cam.
Yeah. I don't even know where you find this.
My girlfriend finds all like anything to do with jail, court, anything like that. And it's literally just like video from actual court cases, like live video, you know? And this happens all the time. Like people are like, especially during the pandemic when like a lot of these were changed to Zoom, they would show up and they'd be like, oh, are you driving? And they'd be like, the lawyer would be like, don't say anything. We'll be right back. They'd go off Zoom and then the guy would be in like the passenger seat.
How did they think they're going to get away with it? That's the craziest part. Like, you know you have this court hearing.
You're in a car.
Pull off, get in, like, the back seat, get outside of the car, right. Jump over to the passenger side and be like, I'm not driving, I promise. I'm in the back seat or I'm in the passenger. My buddy's driving me. Something. You have to be, like, next level stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how people think these things are going to end for them.
I don't know if the word think is really a part of what they're doing. I don't think they think at all.
The Daily Migs Show.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with Hank and Sam from the Ford crew. Today, a new shipment of inventory.
Hank, what's going on?
Another hauler full of new Ford trucks and SUVs, Sam.
So much SUV capability. Is that?
Ford F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 47 years. And a big selection means...
big savings?
Yep, which means...
it's the best time to buy?
Well done, Sam. And time for America to get holiday ready with Ford.
Based on 1977 to 2023 CY Industry reported total sales.
You hear that, America? The mountain is calling. Calling you on this cloudy Tuesday morning with a very important message.
Get off your ass.
So grab an ice cold Mountain Dew, some friends, and do something you'll enjoy even more than the pop culture convos you're consuming. The mountain is calling. Answer. Do the do.
Everyone knows social media is a time suck, and what you're about to hear proves it. If it's online, someone, somewhere, has an opinion and is whining about it. So let's get straight to the comments.
If you've been anywhere near TikTok or the internet lately, you are familiar with the Hawk Tua girl.
Tua.
She is from Tennessee, and she has gone viral after a pretty hilarious and adorable interview that she did on Tim and D TV, where she answered a not safe for work question.
It's like an Instagram page, and I don't know. I mean, I guess the best way to describe this for those that maybe are keep it PG is that, like, let's just say that she's describing a tactic that she does for when she plays baseball and she's trying to throw a spitball. Is that the best way, I guess, to describe it?
You did great. You did great.
And she says this.
Oh, you gotta give him that huck to it. Spit on that thing. You get me?
Baseball. The baseball.
Yeah, you get me?
Truth though, as a kid growing up watching 80s wrestling, there was a guy, the Iron Sheik, and he would always talk about spitting on the opponents, and he would say this.
Stay down. Tough. I'm not interested.
So I thought she was doing an impression of him. And then I realized, oh no, this is just her own thing.
Oh, it's her thing, all right. And it's led to countless memes. Merchandise is being sold. I saw like stickers for your car window.
T-shirts.
And everybody is trying to figure out like who actually is this girl, because there's been a lot of things that have come up. Not, we've all believed crap we read on the internet, and we can't really figure out who she is.
And we've all been guilty, because Danny came, he's like, I heard that her dad is a minister. And we're like, oh no, I heard that was debunked. And then you're like, I heard that she got fired from her job. I'm like, I heard that was debunked too, and that she was like a school teacher, and then the names are wrong. Like, it's this giant mystery other than the fact that she's making money off of merchandise, which I think is kind of strange.
So obviously the internet is losing their minds over her in general, and we have to go straight to the comments.
Yep, we sent some of these videos and some of these comments to Jason, our production director, a.k.a. Veggie Dog, a.k.a. VD, and said, hey, pull out some of your favorite comments and reenact them with whatever voice that you want to give us. So are you ready for the first comment about the Hawk to a girl?
Yes, please.
I'd hate to be her kids years from now. Oh, look, we found this video of your mom.
Mom's paying the bills, though.
I mean, moms have done worse.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's a harmless. I mean, at the end of the day, it's really just it's a silly video.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why people are getting too worked up about it. I'm actually still shocked that it's trending. Like, I remember when Kevin showed it to us on Thursday. Yeah. And I was like, all right. I didn't think anything of it, not realizing it was going to blow up as big as it did. And now merchandise is being sold. Kind of strange.
I'll tell you what, she doesn't huck to her. I don't want to talk to her.
It's kind of clever. I like that one.
People are easily entertained by dumb shit these days.
Yes.
These days? Since the dawn of time. I mean, really, I feel like people have been entertained by stupid crap all the time.
Absolutely.
We've made a career off of it. Mm-hmm. There's been a lot of dumb videos over the years. I don't think this is the first time. It won't be the last time we have a dumb video.
People are
All right, okay, thanks, Jason. We heard you the first time.
I'm sure she made her mother and father quite proud. So very proud.
I mean, she could have been doing worse on video.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't think that's what mom and dad want to see, but, then they might see how much money she's making off of I still don't understand. You order the merchandise. It's going to show up in 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 weeks from now. By that point, is it even a thing still?
Is the joke over? I don't know.
Kind of is.
Bryce Harper did the Hawk Tour in a game. As a Phillies fan, and also as an adult, I'm embarrassed. Dork.
I saw that. The only thing I would say about the Bryce Harper one is that he did it and the team ended up still losing.
Oh.
Like, if you're going to do something as cocky as that, maybe bad choice of words, but something as arrogant as that, make sure it's like a walk-off home run or something where the game's over, you can mock the other team and not have to have it blow up in your face like it did. Well, that's also a bad choice.
Oh my God.
Wow. All right, we have one more.
Oh.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm not impressed. Spitters or quitters?
All right. Oh, you gotta give him that huck to it. Spit on that thing. You get me?
I think we do get you.
The Daily Migs Show.
Have you seen this TikTok challenge that's going around? It's called raw dogging a flight. It is when it's not sexual, Danny.
I'm a married man. Hey.
It's when you intentionally avoid all forms of entertainment on the airplane and you just stare at the seat back in front of you and do nothing on the flight.
I have heard of this, and it instantly reminded me. Hate to be that guy that everything reminds you of a Seinfeld episode, but it did remind me of a certain Seinfeld episode where Putty, who was dating Elaine, and they were on a plane, and he was doing just that.
You want something to read?
No.
Well, are you going to take a nap? Or...
No.
You just going to sit there staring at the back of the seat?
And some people were posting like pictures of other people that they saw on a plane recently.
Oh, yeah.
Where they're just like, this guy's a savage.
There was one guy I saw that was on a 6-hour flight with absolutely nothing to entertain himself. And for some reason, it's mostly men doing this challenge. I don't know why.
Oh, because men are stupid. As a man, I can confirm that.
So apparently in the raw dogging challenge, the only thing you're allowed to do is stare at the flight map. You can look at the flight map or any sort of like a screen that they might have information about your flight on, or any little pamphlets, but no movies.
You can't play the games on the screen in front of you. Okay.
None of that.
So you just, like if I went to Hawaii for like 5+ hours, I would just have to sit there and stare?
Correct.
Hell no.
So now a lot of people are saying they actually prefer this, though. It's their preferred way of traveling. They say it can be meditative.
Okay.
So because of this craziness, we have a simple question for our rockaholics.
Mama always told me there are no stupid questions. So we have a simple question, and that question is for you.
Get your lighters out, Danny.
DJ in Lacey.
What's up, DJ?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
We're doing great, and we want to know from you, how do you kill time on an airplane?
Well, I mean, living with the ADHD kind of sucks sometimes, especially for flights, because I end up watching, like, I don't know, I've been on a few flights, and I find myself watching little snippets of, like, all the different movies that they got on there.
So you're like, I'm not feeling this one after 15 minutes, and you switch to another one?
Sometimes.
Yeah. You know, because there's too many options.
There are way too many options.
I see it, dude. DJ, I was just flying, and I'm like, man, I want to watch all these movies. And I got overwhelmed, so I just ended up putting on some music and just zoning out. Have you ever seen somebody watching a movie in front of you, and you know the movie, and you're like kind of fired up, and you want to talk to them about it?
Absolutely.
No?
I've never done that. I have watched movies on other people's screens, though, if I can read the captions.
Yes.
And I'm like, when are they going to notice that I'm watching the movie with them?
Dude, on the flight back to Seattle from Hawaii, there was a guy watching The Iron Claw, which is a wrestling-based movie about the a tragic movie. You don't want to watch this if you want to feel good. It's very hard. It's a heartbreaking film about the Von Erich family and all the tragedy they went through. And I'm watching, the guy didn't look like a wrestling fan. I don't know what a wrestling fan looks like, but I just wasn't getting the vibe he was a wrestling fan because he looked normal. And I wanted to tap on his shoulder and be like, all this is true, and there's even crazier stuff they didn't even put in the movie. But I was like, you know what?
Let him be.
I'm with my wife. I don't want to embarrass her.
Cruz in North Bend. How do you kill time on an airplane?
Well, it definitely determines on whether or not which flight you're on, too. Determines whether or not there's even something on the back of somebody's seat to watch.
Yep.
I recently did 2 different flights, and, one flight didn't have nothing on the back of the seat other than the pamphlet, so that's what I watched. No Wi-Fi.
Oh, so you couldn't even play on your phone?
No, I couldn't even play on my phone, man.
Dude, I feel like airlines need to now warn us. You know, they tell us about when there's delays. They should say, look, there's no fun video screen on the back of the person's seat in front of you, because if you don't know, sometimes you go into it like, oh, I don't need to bring my iPad because I could just play with the screen that's in front of me.
Yeah.
They got to warn us.
Justin in Ferndale, same simple question to you. How do you kill time on a plane?
Good morning, everyone.
What's up?
Morning.
So when I was a kid, it was between Sky Mall and my Game Boy.
Yes, dude. Someone just texted about Sky Mall. That was the best magazine ever.
Oh yeah, no, I always dreamt about like, where am I going to put that statue?
Sky Mall was where I wanted to make it rain.
They had so much good stuff in there. It was like so much just like random stuff, like a doghouse for your doghouse. I was like, what is this?
Or the nightstand that was also a dog kennel.
Yes, I remember that
and
one.
You could choose the color if you wanted a wood-looking one or like a gray-looking one. It was beautiful.
I want to know somebody who actually bought the Sasquatch statue, though. Like, the one that was like going through the garden. Because everyone knew that one, but I don't know anyone who owns it.
You know, if they had Wi-Fi back in those days and cell phones and the ability to purchase, because I'm like, I want to buy this. And then once you get off the plane, you're like, I ain't buying that. That's stupid. I think there's something that happens when you're up in the air, the altitude, that makes you want to make stupid purchases.
So none of us ever actually bought anything on Sky. No, I always wanted to. I just never did.
Did you ever play the game? This is how I would entertain myself when I was younger. And with the Sky Mall magazine, you could only pick one item from each page. That was, and I would spend the entire flight debating with myself because I had nothing else to do, and I'd be like, do I want the Sasquatch statue or do I want the helmet that makes me so I can drink 2 beers at the same time even though I'm 13 years old?
These are life's biggest questions.
The Sky Mall magazine was awesome, and I'm sure there's a website. I think there's a website that has all that stuff, but it's different. It's like you want to make that. I almost feel like the flight attendant should be walking around taking your credit card info on the plane, and so many purchases would be made.
If that had been an option, I would have been in big trouble.
The Daily Migs Show.
Hey, Washington, there are exciting things happening at your local CVS. Shop thousands of gifts under $20, from premium chocolates and cozy throws to pre-wrapped presents and the season's hottest toys. Need it fast? Save time when you buy online and pick up in store with free CVS Pickup. Use your Extra Care card to unlock savings every time you shop. Visit cvs.com/holiday for details.
Want a treatment for your moderate to severe Crohn's disease you can use at home or on the go? Talk to your doctor about the Entyvio pen, an option after at least 2 IV starter doses. Entyvio helped many people achieve long-term relief and remission at week 52. Infusion and serious allergic reactions can happen during or after treatment. Entyvio may increase risk of infection, which can be serious. PML, a rare, potentially fatal brain infection, cannot be ruled out. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, sores, or are prone to infections. Liver problems can occur. Visit Entyvio.com today and learn more about the Entyvio pen. Individual results may vary.
Entyvio. Hey guys, it's Jim Costa from Cash the Ticket. If you're planning on betting college football bowl games, good luck. No, seriously, it's never been harder. And you don't want to be hurting your bankroll. You want to make sure you're doing your homework. Listen to Cash the Ticket. Mike Valeni and I will be breaking down every single bowl game, dropping new episodes nearly every day throughout college football's postseason. Spicing things up with a 12-team playoff. Can't wait to see some of those teams from the South come up north for the snow. Be sure to subscribe to Cash the Ticket on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Eat, save, and be merry with low prices and same-day delivery from Amazon Fresh. Whether you're looking for sweet deals on holiday treats or your dream gingerbread house, outshine the tree with holiday deals delivered right to your doorstep. Prime members save even more with deals on thousands of grocery items and up to 50% off on weekly favorites. Celebrate the holiday season with savings and same-day delivery from Amazon Fresh.
Connect directly, bid confidently. At Purple Wave Auction, transparency is key. With no reserves and no hidden surprises, you're connected directly to sellers so you can inspect and bid on quality equipment with confidence. Whether you're looking for ag, construction, or fleet equipment, we're here to ensure a clear, hassle-free experience. Register today at purplewave.com and start bidding with peace of mind. Purple Wave Auction, the easiest and most straightforward way to buy and sell equipment.
Do you know the number one thing that surprises engaged couples? Take a guess. The sheer amount of decisions they have to make while planning a wedding. Indoors or outdoors? How many guests? Are kids invited? Controversial. Which cake flavor? Seriously, how do you even begin to figure out what's right for you? That's where Zola comes in. Zola has everything you need to make every wedding decision a piece of cake. From choosing your dream wedding venue and vendors to deciding how to best spend your budget. With tons of customizable wedding websites, save the dates, and invites, every detail will feel like you. Zola will even help you choose the gifts, experiences, and cash funds you really want. The next thing you know, you've planned your whole wedding all in one place. From getting engaged to getting married, Zola has everything you need to plan your wedding in one place. Start planning at Zola.com. That's ZOLA.com.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Be Migs.
Be Migs, don't be a loser.
ready to beat Migs. I know Cameron from Snohomish is. Cameron, are you there?
Hey, I'm here.
I'm Sarah, your host, and it's time for you to get out of here, Steve.
Bye-bye.
For those playing at home, Cameron has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Ready.
Finish this famous slogan. Red Bull gives you what?
Wings.
Correct. What dodgeball actor co-starred alongside Jennifer Aniston in the romantic comedy The Breakup?
Ben Stiller.
No.
Vince Vaughn.
Yes. What NFL team is collaborating with Hallmark to make a holiday movie?
The Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes. What it was the name of the ancient Roman goddess of love?
Hera.
No.
Aphrodite.
No.
Venus.
Yes. What band had the hit song Light My Fire?
Band Light My Fire. The Doors.
Yes. The Italian rice dish cooked with broth until it reaches a creamy consistency is called what?
Risotto.
Yes. America's first state was Delaware, but what was the second?
Maryland.
No.
New York.
No.
Massachusetts.
No. The main protein in your hair, skin, and nails is called what?
Keratin.
Yes. The first animal that went into space was in what decade?
Ant.
No. Decade. What decade?
Oh, sorry. Ask the question again.
The first animal that went into space was in what decade?
The 60s.
No. Okay, you got it wrong anyway. Cameron, you got 7 correct. Wow.
Yeah, I want to beat Nick.
It's time.
I want you to beat Migs too. You were on a roll there.
Cameron's my Snohomi.
You're Snohomi. Do you guys hang out with the Nomies in Snohomi?
You know it, baby.
I want to be a homie. All right, Steve. Are you ready?
Had to think about it.
I know, right? Finish this famous slogan. Red Bull gives you what?
Wings.
Yes. What dodgeball actor co-starred alongside Jennifer Aniston in the romantic comedy The Breakup?
Owen Wilson?
No.
Oh. Ben Stiller.
No.
Who else is in it? Vince Vaughn.
Yes.
Yeah, baby.
What NFL team is collaborating with Hallmark to make a holiday movie?
Oh, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Can't wait. What was the name of the ancient Roman goddess of love?
Aphrodite.
No.
Jenna Jameson.
No.
Yeah. Venus?
Yes. What band had the hit
You know what that
song
rhymes with?
Light My Fire?
The Doors.
Yes. The Italian rice dish cooked with broth until it reaches a creamy consistency is called what?
Al dente?
No.
Rice-a-roni?
No.
Hot pot.
No. America's first state was Delaware, but what was the second?
New Hampshire?
No.
Louisiana.
No.
New Jersey.
No. Woo! Steve. You're just thinking of Venus and things that rhyme with it. You got 5 correct, which is a loss. 5 to 7. Go, Cameron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice job, Cameron.
Woo.
I stunk.
Yeah, and you're Italian. The Italian rice dish cooked with broth until it reaches a creamy consistency is called what? Cameron got this right.
Risotto.
Oh, okay.
Cameron even said it with an accent.
He did.
I think we're going to have to take your Italian card away from you.
Oh, it had already been taken away way before this.
Yeah. No one knew America's first state was Delaware, but what was the second?
Pennsylvania?
Yes.
Oh, Tyron Daly.
2 you didn't get to. The main protein in your hair, skin, and nails is called what?
I don't know. Steak?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Keratin.
I'm trying to think of protein. You get protein from that?
Keratin is protein.
So if I ate my nails, would I get more protein, brother?
Okay.
So I get more gains?
Strategy.
Do I eat my hair?
And your skin, please. Start going. And
What's wrong with Steve? He's got all these bite marks in his arm.
It's very methy of you. The first animal that went into space was in what decade?
90s.
No.
70s.
It was before a human.
What? Wait, an animal went into space before a human?
Yeah.
No.
They probably tested it on the animal to make sure it was okay.
Oh, you knew that too?
Yes. Was it the 50s?
Yes, there we go. Because we went to the moon in the
60s.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes.
I have a quick question.
I
for
never
you
knew
guys.
that an animal went up there before us.
Yeah.
What kind of animal
It was like a
it?
chimpanzee, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I thought the monkey went up there in like the 90s.
I don't know what the first one was. I thought it was just like a dog or something. Just to see if, they survive.
They just sent like a poodle up in the sky and said, let's see what happens.
The Daily Migs Show, your space experts.
Oh, we definitely are. Yeah, we're all like astronauts on this show.
Pretty much.
I have a question, though.
Yeah?
With the whole Hallmark Christmas movie with the Chiefs.
Can't wait.
Do you think that was in the works before the Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce thing? Or do you think that they were like, let's capitalize on this. Let's get some Chiefs action?
I'm thinking that this is happening after the fact. And they're in a roundabout way, they're hoping that they can get Taylor Swift involved.
Oh, make a cameo.
Yeah.
She has been in a few movies, so she does know how to act.
I wouldn't be surprised if Hallmark was like, let's do this. And man, maybe we could get like Travis Kelce to be in it. And then in turn, we'll get Taylor Swift. I don't think any of that's going to happen.
I'm going to watch it either way.
The Daily Migs Show.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
You hear that, America? The mountain is calling. Calling you on this cloudy Tuesday morning with a very important message.
Get off your ass.
So grab an ice cold Mountain Dew, some friends, and do something you'll enjoy even more than the pop culture convos you're consuming. The mountain is calling. Answer. Do the do.
Want a treatment for your moderate to severe ulcerative colitis you can use at home or on the go? Talk to your doctor about the Entyvio pen, an option after at least 2 IV starter doses. Entyvio helped many people achieve long-term relief and remission at week 52. Infusion and serious allergic reactions can happen during or after treatment. Entyvio may increase risk of infection, which can be serious. PML, a rare, potentially fatal brain infection, cannot be ruled out. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, sores, or are prone to infections. Liver problems can occur. Visit Entyvio.com today and learn more about the Entyvio pen. Individual results may vary.
There's a website called Ranker.com where people have been asked to cast a vote on which female singer they wish they could sound like.
Okay. Is Yoko Ono number one on the list?
Oh, absolutely.
Probably not.
You cracked the code, Steve.
Yes.
This is who came in at number 1.
I need a man who'll take a chance on a love that burns hot enough to last. So when the night falls, my lonely heart calls.
It's Mariah Carey?
No, but she is on the list. Whitney Houston, number 1.
And Ranker's fun because Ranker's just user-based. So when the votes will constantly change. So the rest of them, it's still number 1 is Whitney Houston. Would you put that at number 1? If you wanted to sound like a singer, would you want to sound like Whitney Houston?
I would probably go with Ann Wilson.
Yeah, more of a rocker voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about Courtney Love?
No. Wow.
Man. Really? Like,
I wouldn't put that in probably my top 10.
if I was a woman, I think I'd want to sound like Courtney Love.
Really?
Okay, I know that she's very polarizing, but Live Through This and Celebrity Skin, I love both of those records.
For sure.
And I love that raspiness of her voice.
See, I thought yours was going to be Miley Cyrus.
That's mine.
I mean, if I could... Really?
Oh, yeah. And I love a voice that once she opens her mouth and you know that's her.
Yep.
And she can do it all.
She's not in the top 5, though. Rounding out the top 5 are Celine Dion, Mariah Carey, Kelly Clarkson, and Adele. I do find myself sometimes trying to belt out Adele, and I am sure that my husband thinks I'm a crazy person for even trying.
What does it sound like? Oh, boy.
Oh, gosh, you're standing up.
Why'd I
What'd
do
you
this? I'm sorry.
Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you.
That was horrible.
Don't forget me, I beg. I remember you said.
I really, really, really hated that.
I think I'm gonna do that rolling in the deep. No, don't do it. Don't do it. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I actually think that was pretty good, Tara, and I'm kind of impressed.
Thanks, Sarah.
It's early. It's 7 a.m.
She hasn't had enough coffee yet.
Honestly, it sounded fine to me. I'd be the worst. I'd be the worst at like an American Idol judge. I'd be like, it sounds like a song. It's not bad. I don't know how to tell what a good singing voice is or not.
Uh-oh.
Do you know when yours is bad?
Do I know when mine is bad?
Like,
Yes.
do you know that you have a real...
All the time.
Okay, so if you just tried to do what Taryn did, you would know that it didn't sound good.
No, I don't hate you guys that much.
Well, wait, let's do this. Let's show Steve who the number one male singer is that most people wish they could sing like, and then have you replicate.
Oh, please.
person, okay?
Yes.
All right.
I want this to happen.
I didn't volunteer for this.
But
Let's just try it out and see how it feels.
Fine.
All right, here is
I'm okay with doing animal impressions, not so much lead singer impressions. But
This is number one for the men.
She keeps a Moet Chandon in a pretty cabinet. Let them eat cake, she says, just like Marie Antoinette. Building a remedy for Khrushchev and Kennedy at any time, an invitation you can't decline.
I want to point out.
Why
that if
would you do that to me?
You can't see Steve's face right now, but the minute it was Freddie Mercury, Steve almost punched you in the face.
He looked very overwhelmed.
There's no way I can sound like Freddie Mercury.
Can you do a little Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Oh, you're gonna do Killer Queen? Yeah, go for it.
No, don't do it with the cameras on. I can't do that.
The camera's not on. I'm just holding up my phone.
Dance when nobody's watching, sing when nobody's listening. Is that what it is? Right? I don't need you guys doing this.
The camera's not on. I just have it. I'm holding my phone
I
up.
put my blindfold on and pretend I don't see the cameras, but I need to look at the lyrics.
Do it.
I really, really don't want to do this.
2 lines.
I don't like karaoke. I'm starting to pit. Like, this is not cool.
I've never seen you so nervous to do something.
I hate singing. I really, really
You got
hate singing.
this.
Especially when you're trying to make me do it good. She keeps it. I can't do it. I don't even know how to pronounce these words, first of all. She keeps her Moet Chandon. Can you play that thing again just so I can hear what he's singing? Sorry.
She keeps a Moet Chandon
Okay, there we go.
in a pretty cabinet.
She keeps a Moet Chandon in a pretty cabinet. Right?
That was really good.
That's as much as you're getting from me.
That was really good.
I am legitimately, I feel drops of sweat coming in between my pits.
I had no idea you were so uncomfortable singing.
That's why I'm a drummer. I hide behind cymbals and stuff.
No backup vocals? Occasionally?
That look. Oh my God. He's not even the singer I'd want to sound like if I could sing.
The ones that round out the top 5 on that list, I don't know who this guy is. Is it Jimin from BTS? Or is it Yemin? I don't know how to pronounce that.
It's that K-pop band.
Yes.
And then Dimash Kudaibergen?
You don't know Dimash?
Or do you?
No.
Michael Jackson and Frank Sinatra.
Who's this Michael Jackson guy? Come on, if I had to pick one, if I could sing like somebody, it would easily be this guy, since we're isolating vocals.
Hey, I'm feeling outshine, 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 outshine.
Okay, your turn, Steve.
No.
Yeah, you said this is your guy. This is who you want to sound like. This is your chance.
Steve may throw you guys out of the building today.
Security.
The Daily Migs Show.
There was a group of tourists that were on one of those Jeep safari tours. And of course, everybody's got cell phones anymore. When a couple of lions jumped on top of the Jeep and started getting it on, the tourists hit record. And they got some amazing audio from the experience.
Whoa.
Somebody's purring.
I'm watching it. I thought it was like a regular like Jeep Wrangler for some reason, but when you watch the video, it's like one of those like straight up in the safari, like it looks like it's from Gilligan's Island, like kind of looking like Jeep. It's pretty awesome to look at.
And the whole
they're
thing
on
is
top on the
shaking.
roof. Yeah, who's kicking those lions off that?
Not me.
I'm like, let them finish.
And the male lion is like biting the female lion's neck. I mean, they're really into it. And then at some point, she just kind of rolls over. Well, yeah. And looks like she's like, "Are you done yet?"
Oh, jeez. I'm looking at that right now. Yep. I guess I love how on TMZ the report says the lion's intimacy didn't last too long, with the lioness lying tired to the side as the king of the jungle eventually disconnected.
Disconnected? Wow.
The girl lion looks so unpleased.
She's like, oh, great.
She's over it. Oh, mating season again.
Cool, here we go.
I'm going to have to think of the other lion to make this work.
The Daily Migs Show.
Robots are taking over the world, rockaholics. I think we all know that by now. And there's something happening locally in Seattle. Artley Coffee. They are making the news right now because they're going to have robot baristas. And these AI-driven coffee bar experiences have a couple of bots named Jarvis and Amanda.
Have you seen the video?
I have.
Of the robot?
They do all the little art and everything.
They do, and it's weird because they're wearing bikinis, which I thought was kind of unnecessary for this story. But, hey, to each their own. If you want to double down on the bikini barista experience. I don't know how I feel about robots being baristas. Only because I've gotten, many months ago, my wife gave me a little bit of a hard time because I was terrible at small talk with the baristas whenever we would go and get coffee, because they would always say, "What do you got going on for the day?" And I don't know why I would get annoyed. It's not like they were being rude or anything about it. I was just like, "Oh, I got some errands to do."
That's a very personal question. Thank you.
I just didn't want to bore them with my stuff. Like in my own head, I'm like, just some errands, and they'd ask me what my errands were, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't really have any errands. I'm just going home to go hang out with my kid. And my wife's like, "Why didn't you say you're going home to hang out with your kid?" I'm like, I don't know. So finally I got into actually telling them what I'm doing whenever because they always ask that question. And then it ends up being a real fun conversation. Robots aren't going to give me that experience.
Okay, next question.
Okay.
When you go to this coffee place, do they now know your order?
There are several coffee places in Puyallup that know our order. That's how much of a problem we have.
That is one thing that the robot, I don't think, can do. Unless they start using facial recognition.
Which they will. Of course they're going to scan it.
And
I know weird. I saw the stories. The guy was like, "Oh, we're not trying to take away jobs from people." I'm like, "Well, what exactly are?" I mean, you pretty much are. That means that one less barista you need to have work at your place.
Well, and I mean, do you leave a tip?
I ain't leaving. Oh man, now I'm worried though if the robot wants to kill you after the fact, like if it becomes like Arnold Schwarzenegger or something like that. I don't know. Of course not. You're not going to leave a tip for a robot for maintenance.
Maybe
robot maintenance.
Yeah.
I say this, though. I'm like, I'm never going to want to go to this place. I'm all up in arms. But during the commercial or during the song that we were just playing, the Nirvana song, I'm looking at Danny. I'm like, you want to go to that robot sushi place that our texters have been telling us about? And we went online. Have you seen the robot?
No.
The sushi. It's called Sumo Japanese Restaurant. And it's all you can eat. And you put in your order, and then a little robot comes over and brings you your food. And this robot is adorable.
I want to go cute.
So bad.
I think we're going this week now.
Yeah. I would go on a field trip for that.
Yes.
It has a little face. It has little eyes.
And all you can eat is $20 for lunch.
That's a good deal.
That's a great deal.
I had sushi on Friday night, and it was
more
way
than
more
$20.
Than that.
Sometimes a roll is $20.
Well, with this coffee place that's going to have the robots, you can just order the drink at a little kiosk, and then the little robot arm comes out and beep, burp, beep, burp, makes your little latte.
Someone says there's a robot barista in Portland, and I have to admit, it's pretty cool to watch. Tell that to the unemployed barista.
Robots are performing surgeries, it's crazy.
It is pretty nuts, though. Obviously, this is just the beginning, too.
What is your coffee order, Steve?
I don't think anything's that crazy. It's just an Americano.
With room for cream?
A little oat milk, a little split splash, some oat milk. But do you have a weird coffee order?
No, I mean some people are like, so if you order it like this, it sounds less bougie.
Okay.
A double tall, skinny vanilla latte.
That still sounds kind of bougie.
But if you say the whole thing, a double tall, sugar-free vanilla, non-fat latte, then you sound like, what are you, a princess? Yeah. My mom's is even worse.
I've never used the term skinny, and I didn't know I was ordering something that I guess was a sugar-free something or whatever. And then they read it back to me and they said, blah, 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 skinny latte. And I'm like, no.
I didn't say that.
That's not what I ordered. And they're like, yes, sir, that's what you ordered. And I repeat my order. And they go back. And I think they're effing with me. And they're like, yes, that's a skinny latte. I'm like, no, at no point did I say anything about it being skinny.
Well, and I think that the skinny thing, that was originally a Starbucks term.
Yeah.
But now all of them, I mean, pretty much anybody has adopted that same, But listen to what my mom's coffee order is. And can the robot do this? Triple grande, non-fat, no whip, half the chocolate mocha.
Triple grande?
Triple grande.
Is she just bringing a jug?
Triple grande, non-fat, no whip, half the chocolate mocha. And seriously, I mean, when you order from a robot barista, I mean, I don't think that's saving me any time if I have to type in my whole long order now. You know what I mean?
You'll be able to read your mind, so you won't have to worry about it.
No, I know.
Also, Steve, the triple just means triple shot. Doesn't mean it's a triple, like 3 coffees.
Oh, I was saying, because a grande is like, what, a 16 ounce?
So it's
a
grande
16
with 3
times 3, I didn't want to do that math, so I just said a big jug. Because I was like, I don't even want to risk trying to do the math of 16 times 3.
The crazy thing is I saw where your brain was going, and I was like, Steve's imagining your mom walking out with like
one of those big cups. You know, like the one you get at like 7-Eleven?
Yes,
I'm like, big gulp. Like, your mom, I'm a little concerned about her heart health. That's a lot of coffee.
So when you do an Americano, how many shots do you
I don't know, whatever they give me.
You don't
Here's the
even know how
problem.
many shots are in it?
No. And my wife was...
The robot knows.
Oh, that's great. My wife will pull we'll go somewhere new, and she's like, well, ask them how many shots that are in that drink. I'm not going to do that. And she's like, why can't? I'm like, I'm not going to do that. And she's like, why not? I'm like, I don't want to make this difficult. She's like, it's not difficult for them. I was once a barista. They're not going to be bothered by it. I'm like, it's difficult for me. I just want to go and say the order and move on with my day. I'm not going to grill them about how many shots they're putting in my coffee.
Have you had the experience where you order a coffee somewhere not in the state of Washington and they look at you like you're crazy, or they just don't have any idea what you're talking about? Like, we speak a different language of coffee here than they do in other places.
Yes. I think it might have been either Florida or New Jersey, one of the times we went, and I remember asking for some kind of, it might have been just like soy milk or oat milk, and they looked at me like I was insane. They're just like, what? Excuse me? I was like, non-dairy creamer? No. And they just looked at me, no, we don't have that.
Yeah.
Dry eyes still feel gritty, rough, or tired? With Mybo, eyes can feel. Mybo, perfluorohexyloctane ophthalmic solution, is used to treat the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease. It's the only prescription dry eye drop that forms a protective layer for the #1 cause of dry eye, too much tear evaporation. So eyes can find relief that's... Remove contact lenses before using Mybo. Wait at least 30 minutes before putting them back in. Eye redness and blurred vision may occur. For more info, talk to your eye doctor. Call 1-844-MYBO-YEAH or visit mybo.com.
All right, guys, it's Jim Costa from Cash the Ticket. And if you're betting college football bowl games, and that can be a dicey endeavor, we're the podcast for you. We're releasing breakdowns for every matchup with new episodes dropping almost every day. Subscribe to Cash the Ticket on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
UT Southwestern Medical Center in Dallas, Texas, where discoveries change lives. The spark of collaboration that fuels bold thinking in our labs. The spark of inspiration that motivates greatness in the next generation. And the spark of innovation that pushes the boundaries of today's care. At UT Southwestern, teamwork and talent combine to fuel discovery, education, and healing. UT Southwestern, the future of medicine sparks here.